flashlight or a standing?
It was black. Black people, a white lady up there.
You think there was a white lady there too?
2209 Haskell.
2209 Haskell. All right.
After the 911 call, investigators immediately rushed to the scene.
They have a black male, white female inside. Both have been shot.
When I turned the door handle, it was unlocked. And I could see him laying in the hall, somebody laying beyond him in that back bedroom.
Okay, please come in. Christy, just point out what you have in here right now. Okay, right here we have brain matter. We have one fire cartridge case. Number 5, number 6 is going to be the blood splatter off the wall. We're going to take a blood swab on that.
The victims are 43-year-old Kevin Brown, known as Geechee, and his friend, 25-year-old Jamie Wilson.
He's got the 2 in the head, no exit wounds. She got the 1 in the back of the head, no exit wounds.
Where's the second shot? The one right by his ear down there?
Got one right here, front of
In
you.
the first 48 hours, you're looking at trying to get whatever information you can. Putting all these pieces of the puzzle together, that's the hardest part, to discern what's important information and which is not important information. And that's the challenge. Thinking they got him once, and then he dropped, and then the second time they just put one in the back of his head there, which gave him a splatter. But he's probably taken off, and he drops it here. And that casing next to him might be the casing. It's a typical drug house. I mean, you got the porno stuff everywhere. You got the razor blade down here, crack pipes, the bed, lighters.
They raided this house a couple nights ago. I wanted to get some of the name of the players that were involved in the house and who went to jail and who didn't.
SEU, which is our special enforcement unit, raided it as a drug house. Got some good intel off of that raid on that night.
We found quite a bit of crack, marijuana, cash, 2 guns.
I'm Detective Lawson, man. What we need to do here is I need to get a quick statement from you, just get a rundown of what you know about this thing. We don't know if he was here or exactly what the circumstances are as far as, what he saw or what he knows.
After working through the night, at 7 a.m. Saturday morning, investigators received another homicide report.
I got called about 7 o'clock in regards to this homicide. That phone call that you get early in the morning telling you have a new homicide is tough. It's really tough on a Saturday morning.
Been in homicide for about 3 years. I mean, as a child, you play the game Clue and read Encyclopedia Brown books, and it's all about solving the mystery. That's homicide. You got a lot of blood here. There's blood over here, too. Speckles. I have 7 detectives that work for me. It's definitely a boys' club.
When you get down there, you'll see the blood. It's just west of the sidewalk, or actually right on the sidewalk, and you can see where they drag him up the hill.
I'm used to bossing people around. I have kids and a husband at home, so it's my personality. A neighbor called, said that he heard a sound of shot. He looked outside of his bedroom window, and he saw a male laying on the ground, and he saw 2 males drag him up into this alley, and then he heard a second shot. This guy's coat looks pretty decent. He's got gloves on. He doesn't look like he's a homeless person. Does it look like there's any, can you tell if there's anything in his pockets, any ID, anything like that?
To collect leads, investigators canvassed the area.
How you doing?
Detective Dean, can I talk to you for a minute? Yeah, we had an incident up the street. Were you awake early this morning? Hear anything? Did your wife say she heard anything? Did you hear anything this morning? Gunshots or anything like that? No?
Nobody's saying anything. People live right behind it and they didn't even hear anything.
Shoe impressions. Going down toward that house, nothing. So you have, other than the blood and him, you have nothing. We have no shell casings. We have no shoe impressions. We have very little crime scene wise.
Yeah, so
Oh, we'll take that, Jimmy Green. Cell phones are a great source of information. It tells us who the victim's friends are. It helps us backtrack through what he was doing the night before because we can hopefully locate some of those people by the phone calls he had. That's that index finger because I want to print. I don't want it bloody. Yes. What's it say the name is?
The medical examiner calls with a possible name for the victim, Emmanuel R. Todd.
And the medical examiner, when they got down and started their x-rays, they found a social security card in his coat pocket.
You got a social, last name Todd, and first name is Emmanuel. That is probably him or his English. Prints in here. Cool.
of his pocket. Let's see if they compare.
Fair match.
You are truly an awesome individual.
Thank you.
The victim is identified as 23-year-old Emmanuel Todd, known on the street as Steak, with a history of drug-related activity.
Homicide degree.
District officers called and said that they had a female who was claiming it was her son that was killed. She said her son's name was Stang, which is who we think this victim is. We identified him as. These guys are going to go out and contact her out there at the scene. She showed up.
We're going to go meet with her and make a death notification. I'm not used to it yet. I've only been in homicide for about 3 months, so I've actually only done 2 of them so far, so both of them appear to be very upset. Probably never an easy thing to hear that a loved one has died. Looks like she might know something because she's kind of crying. Can you come have a seat in my car real quick for me? It's never easy. I don't have good news for you. He was identified through fingerprints. That was your son, Emmanuel Todd. He was killed this morning.
It's important for us right now to try and find out some of the information about your son so that we can try and help you, so that we can give you some closure on this, so that we can find out who did this, okay?
In the other homicide case, investigators examined the area and questioned the person who first discovered the body.
Let's back up for a second, Curtis. So you were in the house tonight. Geechee's in the house. The white girl's in the house.
And then a knock came at the door, so I got over the door. It was Pat and his son, little Pat and big Pat.
Pat who?
Angela.
He's in the house with the 2 victims. There are a father and son pair that come in. They calls them Little Pat and Big Pat. They came in and they're very intense. He gets a funny feeling that something bad is getting ready to happen, so Curtis ends up leaving.
Do you overhear him and Geechee talking in the bathroom?
Nope, I left when he went to the bathroom.
This is going to be Little Pat, the son. This one right here is actually the father, Big Pat.
Do you recognize anybody in that lineup right there? Okay, is that the big one or the little one?
That's the big one.
Okay, which one in those pictures would you recognize as the second Patrick? Which one would that be?
That's Junior.
Okay, what number would that be, friend?
1.
Okay. Huh?
That's him.
Okay.
He identified a guy by the name of Michael Hampton.
Yeah, I know to a hotel here, Eagles Inn.
Okay.
Investigators have now identified a suspect who could help crack the case. Josh Fields was also missing, and investigators had not taken anyone into custody.
Well, I'm putting together now a list of associates that will go run down. He was interviewed by detectives, and those interviews are called DIRs, detective interview reports. There's a lot of intelligence we can get from him. He likes to hang out with Frederick Johnson, doesn't he? Noodles is his name.
Had Emmanuel talked to you lately about anybody that's been threatening him, or?
He said something to me. Did he say something to you about the other night, how he was feeling? About Noodles? About Noodles. About Noodles. Right. About Noodles. Him and Noodles ain't been getting along. And Noodles been acting like he been wanting to do something to him.
Who you got?
Mama started throwing this name Noodles around, said that he's been concerned about this guy for whatever reason, hadn't felt comfortable around him. You know, they didn't come out and say it, but it's basically like he's out to get him. They don't know why. It's a friend of his, Noodles.
I know who Noodles is. Yeah, he's right here.
Noodles came to you and said that? When did he say that? When did Noodles tell you that he was going to kill him? She's saying that this guy Noodles has been talking about killing the victim ever since last summer.
Josh, you know who Josh is?
Okay, why don't we go get him? Noodles. And we don't know that he's not with Josh still. We haven't been to Josh's house. They could be hiding there.
Might be some feud or dispute between the victim and this Noodles here of late.
How you doing, man? I'm Detective Lenore. We're looking for a boy named Frederick Johnson.
If you see him or hear from him, tell him I need to talk to him.
Josh Fields was also missing, and investigators had not taken.
We would have
any
seen
word into
Josh by now if he
custody.
was in the neighborhood.
Copy. I have SEU guys here that can assist us in going to that location. Michael Hampton is supposed to be at the Eagle Inn. We're going to go up here to 211. What's your name, sir?
My name is James LaBelle Johnson.
LaBelle? Mm-hmm. You know ID, sir? So, Michael, you don't have any ID with you?
No, Michael.
I keep looking at the picture. You don't have anything to do, and then I keep wondering why you're telling me your name is James.
Oh. Huh? That changed things.
Yeah, changed a little bit. Okay, so Michael, your house off of 22nd Street, you're the police came by the other night, you were there when they took your picture the other night and let you go. Well, there's been an incident there, 2 people got killed there tonight.
What? What? What?
So we're here to try to find out.
What?
There's a shooting.
Who died? Who got killed?
Well, there's a white lady.
Jamie.
Yes. And then another guy there, Kevin Brown.
Michael, we need your help.
Michael, we need some help real quick, buddy.
All I know is that these guys they basically took over the house.
Do you know that they thought that Kevin was responsible for anything? What did they think?
They thought that myself or Kevin took their stuff. What's that BJ? He drive a white new Chevy with gold rims. What about the daddy? He's staying off close to somewhere around the third road. It ain't like they didn't tell that this was gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get killed in there. What happened? Now somebody's dead.
Yep.
In my house.
Yep.
Well, what's soon to be the bank's house.
The car we're looking for supposedly has a little flake in it. You know, it's a little cleaner.
I have no specific information about that at this time. Just have got word that it might be traveling to that area containing one or both of the homicide suspects.
The guy we're looking for was Sergeant Bob. All right.
Basically, I just took a shot in the dark. I called the number, got a hold of him, and tried to convince him to come in and talk to us.
There? Okay, how many minutes, my friend? Okay, next 10 minutes? Okay, man, I'll wait on you. All right.
That's the suspect right there on the phone that I just called.
What do you think?
He says, man, give me about 10 minutes. He's obligated to meet us at the church's chicken here at 27th and Quindaro. That's kind of our game plan. We're gonna hope it works out.
Detective Loss with the police department. I'll tell you what, why don't you just follow us down to my office then, man? That'd probably work best. I know what you're saying, man. I don't want to be out here in the middle of everybody anyway. So just follow me, stay on my tail, and it's all good, okay? 518. 518, we're going to be 10-8 from there at 27th Quindaro, being back around to the Bureau, going back to D-Day. Thank you.
Investigators have now identified a suspect who could help crack the case.
There's a couple things that you're saying that's kind of disturbing me.
In Emmanuel Todd's murder case, investigators finally identified a
He's
suspect.
used to lawyering up, so
We should take our time.
knowing he has a history of asking for a lawyer, we know once we start getting tough and cornering him on his life, he's probably going to invoke for a lawyer. We have to stop talking to him at that point.
We're kind of taking baby steps with him right now to get us to talk to us.
He had told us that actually the night before he had been picked up by his girlfriend who he ended up spending the night with.
He said he's with a girl who lives down south, but he won't give her name. He's just not talking enough. And he's very quiet.
No, yeah, and you're not getting any details.
He's full of shit. There is no girl down there.
He just got jailed 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I don't think she exists.
This phantom female would have to be on his visitation card in order for her to come there and see him. So, unbeknownst to him, we're going to try to verify that and see who's actually on his visitation. I'm Detective Lenore with Kansas City, Missouri Police. We got this guy actually in custody. Actually, we're interrogating him now. I'm on hold. Jeez, I don't know that you're who you say you are. Who are you? I'm Detective Ray, Kansas City, Missouri Police Department. Hold again. Name records I'm Detective Lenore, Kansas City, Missouri Police. I'm Detective Lenore, Kansas City, Missouri Police. And somebody's going to talk to me this Jackson. So nobody came to visit him while he's there in your jail. Excellent. That's what I need to know.
What you got?
No visitors anywhere in the state.
Jimmy, come here. Green. You didn't come fast enough.
Sorry.
We know it's lies that he's giving us, and we're going to lock him into these lies by trying to get a formal statement from him. He's going to be released. We have no eyewitness. We have no one saying he did it.
With no charges to file, investigators had no choice but to release their prime suspect. Then a detective received a call that provided a break in the case.
Homicide, you detective meet him. Okay. You say his name is Sylvester Harvey? Okay, so you're saying that you last saw the victim with Josh and Noodles at around 5 a.m.? Thank you very much.
This one guy, Sylvester, he doesn't have any inclination to try and contact us at all. He's afraid they're going to kill him.
From what everybody's saying about Noodle, he's just not a nice guy.
This is his photo?
Here we go.
Like he's trying to intimidate the camera.
If Noodles is going to intimidate anybody, it's going to be Levester. So we need to get to Levester before Noodles does.
He has information, and he knows we know he has information, but Levester is afraid to talk to the police. He has moved out of his residence and is trying to avoid us.
Was there anybody even there? That house was empty. Around there picking up all the stuff that's been set
Levester
out.
could not be located anywhere. Investigators then began searching for the suspect, who was considered dangerous.
Police department search warrant! Come to the door!
In the other homicide case, investigators questioned Little Pat.
We're trying to either confirm or dispute that you were there when the shooting happened, all right? I'm going to come straight at you with it because I want you to understand the large opportunity for you to get in trouble if you lie, okay?
I will say I was there, but I'm not going to put myself in it just to make the paper look good so y'all think we believe me. I'm not going to do that.
Look, man, I don't want you to make anything look good. I want the truth. That's all I
That
want.
is, I was not there.
Okay, well, so when you arrived at your house and you and your girl, you let her in, you guys start fighting. Who's actually there?
Me doing this. Me and her in the background.
Okay, so once you get to your girl's house and let her in, you never leave again that night. And we keep on going over and over, step by step, what he did. It's little things like this that will help you to break apart somebody's story if they're lying. If they're telling the truth, it's easy to remember because it actually happened. If it's a lie, it's very hard to keep those kind of facts straight. He puts himself with his girlfriend, with a couple other friends, cruises around with his girlfriend, and then they all go back to the girlfriend's house. They all hang out there the rest of the night.
Is he giving you names of people who he can verify his alibi?
He has given me cell phone numbers and home phone numbers of a couple of these people. I'm just going to start calling his people that he's given as alibi witnesses.
See how strong they are?
Yeah, see how strong they are, and if they're not, we'll start breaking it apart little by little. Hey, this is Detective Greg Lawson with the Kansas City, Kansas Police Department. How are you? Hey, Doran, this is Detective Greg Lawson. How you doing? Did you hear him go in the bedroom and talk at any time? Does his real daddy and him hang out very much? You're saying you weren't with him. Now, I thought you said that you were with him when they picked him up. Shaquila, this is the problem. You and his version are a lot different. You know, I'm gonna shoot you straight, okay? Man, all these guys got different stories. Who they were, what they did, who they were with. What's going on? This is the thing, man. I just talked to all your friends. You're asking me to verify this kind of stuff, all right? Everybody's got a different deal. Doran says he's only there, man. It's been last night.
Nobody can help you but yourself. You gotta understand. Daddy can't help you. He sure help you. Because he don't care what happens to you. She would be single by herself right now.
Let's get it out on the line. Man, tell the truth. What happened? I've told you the seriousness of this. Somebody went in there into that crack house and some bad things happened. All right? Now, were you with the person that was there? You know what? I'm starting to believe you were.
My son, I didn't.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying. Okay? That's what I'm trying to make you understand. Is This story's not jiving. So basically, this alibi that you're giving me is completely concocted. Truth. Let's get through this.
I stepped out of the door of the bathroom. They shut the door. And I know it was in the kitchen. That's when I see the white girl. So I was just looking around.
All right.
I heard one shot. You know, right there.
Okay, so when you heard one shot, you look down the hallway. What do you see?
Yeah. Pushed up on the door.
Who is?
Each.
So what happens next?
I took off running to the car.
Okay, did you hear more shots?
We heard like 1 or 2 more.
You didn't shoot either one of them. You didn't shoot both of them. Your father did it all.
I ain't shoot nobody.
Your father did it all.
He breaks down. He says, okay, I was there. I saw what happened, but I wasn't the shooter. So, I mean, he's absolutely verifying that his father is the one who did this. I think it took him a long time to give that up because obviously it's his father. You know, I mean, it's going to be really hard to say something like that about your dad. He did tell me that he loves his father, and you could tell that it actually caused him a lot of pain to be able to tell us the truth.
That's excellent, man. I mean, it's fantastic. To stick with it, to get a son to give up his dad, that's tough. That's good work.
Well, I appreciate it.
5 days after the murder, investigators finally located the key witness, Levester Harvey.
This morning, the detective went out to the motels on 40 Highway where we had information that Levester Harvey was staying, and they contacted him and brought him down here.
On the way here, he intimated that he wants to talk. He wants to tell us what happened. You know, he said, you know, while people say dead men don't talk, he says, well, yeah, he is. He says he's talking through me.
Tell me about the last time you saw Emmanuel Todd.
He was with the victim up until about maybe a half an hour before. He says even less than a half an hour before it happened.
The victim was at his house with Noodles in Josh Fields within an hour of his death.
He looks out and he sees the victim and Josh and Noodles sitting out there.
On his porch?
On his porch. And about 20 minutes to 45 minutes later is when he hears the sirens.
We've got Noodles, Josh, and the victim. If we get a clothing description that matches what the suspects were wearing, we might be able to get a search warrant for these two guys' house and get that started while you're talking.
Do you remember what clothes Noodles was wearing?
He's telling us that Noodles was wearing a sky blue jogging suit with a darker stripe, which is what our eyewitness at the scene of the homicide said the suspect was wearing.
You did good, man. I appreciate that. Frederick Johnson being the gangbanger he is, it's reasonable to assume weapons on the premises.
We're going to do this knock and announce. We encounter her, we'll take good care of her, but we're going to continue on through the residence. I'll meet you down there. All right.
Come to the door!
I got it. I got her. I got it. I got it.
Police entered the house, but Noodles was not there.
NYPD Blue and CSI have glamorized homicide detectives, and it's not that glamorous, it's not that easy. We've had people at crime scenes tell us, you're not real detectives because on CSI they solve this in a day. Real life, you don't solve homicides in a day. You don't solve them sometimes in a week, sometimes you don't solve them in a month, sometimes it's years.
Known as Noodles, and Josh Fields were both arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Investigators also arrested Big Pat and took him into custody.
Pat, let me put down a pretense here, okay? You've been a respectful guy, and nothing to make me believe you're nothing but a gentleman, okay? So I'm gonna shoot you straight on this thing. Big Pat said, I was there. He says that he and his son left the house. Everybody was alive and well. That's the last you ever heard of it. There's a big problem in what you just told us. I'm not trying to play mind games with you, and I'm not trying to, cause you any problems with your family. But your son has a much different version than this. Well, Pat, you can sit there and you can say, wasn't me, I left, wasn't me, I didn't do it. Okay, when we get into court, if you're found guilty, which I'm telling you that there's plenty of probable cause to believe that you did this, then they're going to look at you and say, you know what, man, this guy's not even sorry. And they're going to look at you like you're a cold-blooded killer. Your son gives us a very specific statement about what went on in there. Lying is not going to help you out, all right? Pat, it's going to be a lot more tiring 50 years down the road sitting in the same spot if you're convicted. What I'm trying to tell you is the defense that you're giving me right now is not going to float in court. Once he realized we're not going to buy into this story that he's giving, he knew it was pointless to keep trying to push that home. He knows that he's not going to convince us otherwise. So, I mean, he just basically said, if you're not going to believe me, I'm done.
Investigators didn't need a confession to charge Big Pat Angelo. The evidence was enough. Justice was ultimately delivered, but at the cost of 3 precious lives.